Today you're going to continue to practice passage comprehension, which just means understanding a short story. And today you're going to read a realistic fiction story. So here are the steps. Read and underline the definition of the word below. Knowing this word and its definition will help you complete the following activities. The word is impression. This story is about impressions. That's a noun. An impression is an opinion about someone or something. So first you're going to read the story on the next page. I know it says reread, but you haven't read it yet. So read the story on the next page, A Change of Heart. It's realistic fiction, which means it could happen. So go ahead and read that to yourself very carefully. You can pause the video if you like. Then come back for step 3. Step 3. Flora's first impression of Otis, the dog who lives next door, is in paragraph 1. Her final impression of Otis is in paragraph 10. Put a star in the margin next to these two different impressions. So I'm going to put a star next to paragraph 1 and a star next to paragraph 10, where Flora had her first and last impression of Otis. And remember, the margin just means the outside area around the reading. When Flora walked her little dog Bella past the house of the new family next door, she made sure to stay as far away as possible. A Rottweiler was living at that house, and Flora knew that Rottweilers were a fierce breed trained to guard and protect. I think I'm seeing her first impression here. The dog's sharp teeth, muscular body, and enormous size made Flora shudder. So her first impression was that it looked scary and mean. And then her last impression is in paragraph 10, down here. Oh, that's just Otis, said Flora breezily. He's a big sweetie pie. So I'm going to actually put my star here. That's her last impression, is that he is a sweetie pie. Whoops. Okay. Next, step 4. A series of events causes Flora to change her impression of Otis. 4 major events are underlined in the story. Put a check mark in the margin next to each major event. What are the 4 major events that make Flora change her mind? I see 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now I'm ready to complete the chart in my own words. Use the markings you made on the text to help you paraphrase the text. And that just means use the stars and the checks to help you find this area. What was her first impression? I don't want to just copy the words. I'm going to try to say it in my own words. The dog's sharp teeth, muscular body, and enormous size made Flora shudder. So I'm going to think of different ways to say that same thing. If someone shudders, they like shiver or shake. So maybe I could say that. I also think she was scared. Maybe I'll use that word. Flora was scared because of the dog's teeth. And it looked intimidating, I think, because it was so big. So I could say that here. Her first impression was Flora was scared because she was intimidated by the dog's teeth and size. Can I make it all fit? I'll drag it up here. Okay, make it fit. And then I'm going to say, in my own words, what was her final impression? Well, I think her final impression was that the dog was really cute and sweet, right? Whoops. My writing turned sideways. I'll just leave that sideways. Okay. There we go. So then I'm going to take my own words to write the final impression, and I'm going to also write in my own words the 4 events that you underline and put a check next to. And then finally, the last step is this story has a central message about first impressions. Write a complete sentence to state this theme. The theme means the lesson. The central message is the lesson. What lesson could you learn from this story that would be a lesson that would apply to anyone? So that's what you'll write on that line. And that's all.